Hi everyone, it's Stacy from Stacy's Red CDB Crafts. Wanted to do a quick WIP with you all. WIP stands for WIP, work in process. Basically, it means I can just chit chat and while you diamond paint or do any craft that you're interested in doing or any project you're wanting to do. And I just come here and keep you a little bit busy while you hear my stories. Um, so, wanted to say hi and see how y'all were doing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your New Year's going great and that you guys are doing really well tonight. You'll probably see this tomorrow, so hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you are watching this. And I am working on hashtag Alice in a Winter Wonderland. I am doing the Oraloa tea time, and I'm starting on the bottom of the canvas. And I haven't done a WIP in a while, so I've had a lot of stuff going on today, and I just needed to come on here and talk. So that's what I'm doing today, and I thank you for hanging around and sticking with me. If you don't want to stick with me, that's perfectly fine too. But if you want to get to know my crazy life, you're more than welcome to stick around. And if you don't mind, if you want to capture more of my videos in the future, because I do have some exciting news that are coming up officially, not anytime soon, but I'll do a brief announcement on it sometime in the near coming weeks, if not sooner. So hit that subscribe button. You'll see it on the bottom. I think it's going to be right around here somewhere if camera's going in the right direction. If you hit that subscribe button, there'll be a bell that comes up. And bells go ding ding, and you can be notified anytime I upload a video. And I'd love you to join me on future videos, adventures, chats, media, whatever it is you'd like to join me on. I'll put all that social media stuff below. And how is everyone doing today? I know New Year's has been a rough start for people. It's been a rough end of the year, so I just hope that y'all are doing okay, that you got through it okay, and if not, that you are getting through it okay. I know people have been going through a lot, and I just hope you have your people to talk to or come to. If not, you're more than welcome to join me. As I said, I do have a crazy life, but you're more than welcome to join me or any of the creators that I join in on, because even I need support as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. But just rambling today, since I haven't talked to everyone. I did have stuff going on today that was a bit tough, so I will get into that a little bit later. But for some funnier things, I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I have hilarious stories. I think they're really funny. So I want to share. They were pretty funny. It made my Christmas, that's for sure. So, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get through tonight. I had a really, really, really rough day, and had to, take a pause from work. I just got really overwhelmed with everything that's going on with my surgery that's scheduled on the 13th, and not, as of right now, being able to get time off from work and just work being crazy. And it just all hit me today when I was asked to do something I don't normally do on Sundays, which is part of my job, and I don't normally have an issue with it. But after 3 hours of doing that and not seeing an end come to light, it got really overwhelming and kind of felt hopeless, and anxiety creeped in. So had a little breakdown. Needed, luckily I was going on break anyway, so I took that time to just calm down, and luckily one of our favorite creators, Creatively Chris, was around to talk to, and he's such a great guy. He is so sweet, and we just had some great conversations today. So I really appreciate him dropping in to say hi, and I've been watching him on YouTube for quite some time. He does Rose and Uniquely Yours. They have their videos, so he's always on there. He's on Gracie's live and so many other people's lives, and he's just such a great guy. And I was actually able to talk with him one-on-one, and it was just a conversation that I needed, I think he needed, and it was just fun. So I just want to say, give you a shout out, Chris, that I am so thankful to have talked to you and reached out like that today. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for being there, and hopefully I helped a little bit, and I look forward to whatever things we've got going on in the coming future. So thank you. It really meant a lot to me that you did that and that you were available, and that I was able to calm myself down and get back to work. Mind you, I didn't go back to what I was doing because I did put the white flag up, but I did go back to work as opposed to leaving. And the other issue that's causing a lot of that problem is that I had messaged my doctor earlier in the week, early enough, probably like on Wednesday. I mean, I know they were going on Christmas break on Thursday, but I emailed her right before Christmas break and asked her if I can get FMLA separate from my surgeon, because my surgeon was only giving me medical leave during the week of the surgery, and I needed something the week before because I knew I was just going to be a wreck with work and how busy it was. I needed that time to be able to step away if I needed to, and I wasn't getting that approval. I hadn't heard anything back, and today it was just like, this is how I knew I was going to be feeling. I haven't heard back from my doctor. There's no hope. So yeah, I sent an urgent message back to them and say, look, I haven't heard anything about my FMLA. Can you please expedite it, because this is what happened with work and this is what I was afraid of. Yeah, so we will see what happens. Hopefully I can get that time off, because if work continues the way it is, I know it's just going to be really overwhelming, and I don't want to get my stress up. It caused my blood pressure to go up. It was like a hole I couldn't get out of. So hopefully, cross your fingers, I can get that approved as soon as possible and just be on intermittent leave, which means I can come and go if I need to take those breaks or not work at all. What worries me is that I get stress migraines, and I don't want that to happen. So that was my story for today and my little breakdown. So mental health is definitely important to us all, and for me, I'm usually okay until it blows up too much and I get overwhelmed, and then it just all hits. So yeah, it's important to have a support team when that happens, or a way to calm yourself down. And I'm glad I had it that night. So again, thank you, Chris. It really meant a lot to me that we can just chit chat and talk about stuff. So thank you. But on to funny things. So Christmas time. She's not asleep yet. I was checking to see if my daughter's asleep, but she's not. But yeah, it was so funny. First of all, we have elves. One is called Snowflake, and I can't remember what the other one's called, and I think she kind of forgot, so they wreaked a little havoc in the house. And it was funny because she woke up to it. But yeah, so one night they TP'd my bathroom, and she woke up. My husband had his shower that morning, and I said, don't go in the bathroom until she's had a chance to look at it, because we woke up first. And so yeah, she's like, oh my god, Mom, they TP'd the bathroom. One was hanging, I think, from the shower, or they were hanging from the rings where our towels are. Yeah, it was kind of funny. She's like, they're always together. Why don't they ever separate? And I'm like, because they flock together and they have fun together and they get mischievous. So, yeah, it was kind of funny. And then on the last night, right before Christmas, she was supposed to make Christmas cookies. And she never made them cookies. So I guess the elves couldn't wait. We never did make the cookies. We never did put out the milk, but it's all good. Santa, we found out later, was on a diet. He left her a note. She forgot to leave the reindeer food out for the reindeer, but I don't know. I guess it was okay. They didn't really complain about that. But yeah, so the elves decided to empty out the jar that had her cookie batter mix in. It had the cookies, like, you know how people make those kits for you to make, and M&Ms and whatever it is, all the dry ingredients for the cookies. So the elves decided to dump that out. They got flour everywhere, and I guess they were trying to make the cookies. So that was kind of funny. And then they ended up staying there for an extra night. I'm like, maybe they're hoping that you'll make the batter. No, I think they went away because we had, did we have turkey dinner? We had ham. I made another ham dinner that night. Well, we had another ham dinner, so they had a vamoose. Because they ended up making a mess of everything, they ended up taking a shower. And we found them that morning wrapped up in towels in my bathroom. So, of course, I had to shower with the elf staring at me. But yeah, so that was pretty funny. But the best part, oh my gosh, the funniest part is that my daughter asked Santa for a phone. And it was so funny. So apparently he bought her a phone. And she was so excited. She says, Mom, look at all the stuff it can do. It's so cool. And I'm like looking at it. And I'm reading the top of it. I'm like, Jackie, look at the age limit on that phone. And she's like, 18M. 18 million years. Okay. And I'm thinking to myself, 18 months? And I'm like, Jackie, you know that's a baby phone, right? So she starts looking at the box and she's reading the box and she sees all these symbols on the phone. And she's like, Mom, but it does all this stuff. It's got apps and it's got music and it's got all this other stuff I can do with it. And it's got this download program over here and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, kid, you have at it. So she was so excited to charge it and everything. And oh my God, when she turned it on, she's looking at it. You know how it has that cover to it? They have those protective screen covers that sometimes have the dummy symbols on it, where it's not really the phone, it's just what the phone would look like if it was turned on. So she saw that on the screen. And she's like, see, Mom, it's got all the apps on here. And I'm like, okay, well, is it charged? She goes, yeah, let me go ahead and turn it on. And I'm like, okay, well, can you see everything with that screen? Do you need to take anything off that screen or what have you? So she starts peeling it back. Or no, she turns it on. And she didn't realize the screen protector was there. She thought it was all the symbols, right, that she can use on the phone. So she turns it on, and it starts playing baby Christmas music. And she looks at me, and I'm like, that's probably just the ringer. Just see what it can do. So she still thinks it's a real phone. And then she's starting to press the buttons, and I'm sitting there cracking up so bad. She goes, Mom, it's not funny. I'm just trying to get it on. And I was like, okay. So she's sitting there trying to play it, and she, none of the keys are working. She thinks it's broken. And so finally, she takes it off, this screen protection off. And she's thinking that she takes it off because those aren't, those are just images. It's not really the phone. It's just on the screen protector. So she takes it off and she's sitting there looking at it. And all I could keep thinking of is, yeah, sweetheart, gotta be more specific. But the way that she's looking at the phone, she was expecting those symbols and whatever those keypad things were to disappear and for it to be a blank screen. Nope. So she turns it physically on, like she switches everything on, and she's pressing buttons, and you hear the beep, beep, boop, 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 like the baby phones do. And, oh my God, I was sitting there. I could not stop laughing. I almost peed myself. But yeah, her expression as soon as it started doing those baby tones and she realized that the screen wasn't going blank, that those, oh my God, what happened here? Oh, that's how my day's going. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? How do I not put anything on the end of that? Well, that pet's out of question. I'll just use this one for now. Hopefully that'll work. But, so yeah, she looks at me and her face just dropped. She's like, what the, what the heck? And then she was done with it. She was so mad. I'm like, well, looks like someone needs to be more specific with the gifts they asked for. I could not stop laughing. It was so funny. It had this little 1-foot charger attached to it. Oh my gosh. And it made the Nokia, the old Nokia phones, or Sprint phones, whatever those dial tones were that were so freaking annoying, the Motorola ones. So it was making that tone. And she thought it was a real phone. Oh my God, I was laughing so freaking hard. So we'll see what happens next year for Christmas and how well that goes for next year. I still laugh about it to this day. But yeah, we never made our cookies, and Santa landed on the rooftop and was super loud. And Alexa was sure to announce it, but she never even woke up. I even tried to wake her up a little bit just so she would hear it. And yeah, it was so funny. Oh my God, that was the funniest Christmas. So I like playing Santa must like playing little tricks on her or something. But yeah, so that was Christmas. New Year's, my husband left. He's an on-the-road trucker, so he's rarely here, which works for us. Don't ask me why. It just works for us, and that's the way it needs to stay, and that's how I'm going to stay sane. And as of right now, that's all I'm going to say to that. He is going to be coming back from my surgery. Hopefully he'll be here no later than the 11th. So I don't know how many lives I'm going to do because it kind of gets crazy when he's here. Yeah, so we will see what happens. I think he's only going to stay for a week. I don't think I really need him longer, but we'll see. And yeah, so I'm getting a bariatric bypass surgery, and before you guys want to judge that, hey, exercise works, it doesn't. Exercise and diet doesn't always work. I've tried it. I've been trying it all my life. My diets last anywhere from 3 to 6 months, and then I say fuck it, and I go back to doing what I'm doing. But I'm not a huge overeater. I eat large sizes, but I don't stuff my face with everything. So the way night eating is that I'd eat to stay awake, for one. I wouldn't cook, so I'd eat snacks. And carbs are my ultimate downfall. Even on a diet, I have to do an extremely low carb diet because those have a super effect on me. And when we go through, that little cycle as women go through, that's the first thing I crave. I crave bagels. I crave bread. The worst thing is the King's Hawaiian bread. I would eat a pack in 2 days of that bread. Tortillas. I just eat the tortillas. So, yeah, so that would be an issue. And then if there was stuff that I bought in the house for my daughter and it's just been in the house for too long, my attitude was, I paid for it. It needs to get eaten. I might as well just eat it and get it out of the house, and I won't buy it again. So that's where the quote-unquote binge eating would come from. I wouldn't eat like everything in the house, but I'd finish off whatever that particular item was. And, I wouldn't really have anything else to eat but that. But yeah, that, carbs, sugar, all that stuff is not so healthy. So, with my daughter, that's kind of where my life ran. And prior to her, I've always struggled with my weight, if you guys care to know. If not, you can zip past this. I really don't care. But I appreciate it if you stuck around, because I'm sure everyone else, a lot of other people are going through weight struggles too. So if you want to hear my journey, great. It's a WIP, so, just go with it. You're diamond painting. I'll keep you company. You may have the same struggles I do. Let's go for it. Let's talk about it. And see if we can get through it together. But I've struggled with my weight my whole life, as I was saying, and I've done, I used to work out like regularly. I used to work out really good, to the point where I do boxing sparring with a personal trainer, and I was doing really good with my health. That must have been in like my 20s, I would say. And I got to a really good weight, so I decided to go traveling, and that was in the year 2000, plus a whole bunch of ex-boyfriends and stuff came into my life and left. That's why they're ex-boyfriends. So I was like, I need to do something for me. And I was like, I need to go on a major journey. So I decided to travel. And yeah, so I did that. I had the travel bug for a couple years. I was actually in England when 911, when the Twin Towers went down, and with 9/11, we were at Edinburgh Castle. And yeah, that was kind of scary. I had a lot of, other than certain people who I show, or certain countries I want to remain nameless, but they didn't want to be involved. They were wanting to stay neutral, and we heard about it on our trip with the tour group I was in. And don't get us involved. We're not going to get involved to come save you guys. So yeah, but it was amazing how much other support that we did get. And I continue touring. Like, to me, if I can continue, I will. So that was in England. And then after that trip, I did Egypt I went to. And that was after, that was after 9/11. I think that was after 9/11. Yeah, because I went to Australia in 2000, and then I went to, I think we said we were going to go to Egypt. Yeah, and then we went to Egypt, and then I went to Belgium, or Italy, and then I went to Belgium. Yeah, I went from, Australia, Egypt, Belgium, Italy, and I was supposed to go from Italy to Greece. I think that's how we had it. Yeah, that's how it was supposed to be. But I ended up leaving early. Sorry, I just had to go through that side trip there. I didn't end up actually going to Greece. So now I'm going to Greece on my hashtag ticket to ride. Destination Greece in Santorini. But yeah, so that got me the travel bug, and I was fit then. And then after that, let's see, I just kind of hung out with some friends and played video games and did other stuff. Met my current husband, and we did a lot of hiking, and we were very active. We did fishing. We went deep sea fishing. We did hiking, go for walks. So it wasn't until I moved out to North Carolina that things started to change, just because of how my life was going. And I started gaining more weight. and that was after we got married. I had gotten to my lowest. I think I was 218 when I got married, and I held it off pretty good. And then I started gaining. Just a lot of stuff I was going through with the marriage. Still am, but just had a lot of weight gain. And I think at my heaviest I was 250. So I decided that at that point I was going to start working out again. We tried playing tennis, and that didn't really work out that well because we got kicked off of the tennis courts because they were private. So then I just used the backboard, and how much fun is that? Come on, you can only do that so much. And so I decided to stop doing that, and I just kind of let myself go. I crept up. I was at 260, and then I was like, okay, something's got to give. So I tried Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers lasted maybe 3 months. Lost about 15 pounds. Didn't think that it was helping as much. My diets only last about 3 to 6 months. And then I tried, throughout the years, I tried Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem, I believe, and I couldn't deal with them. That was the most god-awful type of counseling, whatever they do to motivate you. I don't know if anybody else, if you've had experiences with like Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem or one of those companies, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear if this happened to you or not, but I was doing really well. I'm not saying it's a bad company. It just didn't work for me. So what happened is that I was doing very successful in my weight loss. I was meeting my goals. I was taking care of myself. Didn't have any issues that I thought I had or that they were expecting me to have. I was losing the appropriate, I think it was like 3 pounds a week that I was supposed to be losing. Didn't really have any challenges that were frustrating me. I was working out, blah, blah, blah. But because they are so scripted with how they ask you questions each week when they go to interview and make sure you're on track for your coaching, I was like, I'm done. They kept insisting. They would ask me, okay, so what were your challenges during the week? My thing is that if I'm being successful and I'm losing the weight and I'm following the program, I'm doing the workouts, I'm drinking the water, there's no challenges. There was nothing hindering me from needing to do what I needed to do. And I understand some people overcome those challenges and are still successful. But literally, I had no challenges. I was happy. Everything was good. And it wasn't the way I wanted my counseling to focus, for those couple weeks. And I finally sat there and told them, I said, look, I don't have any challenges that you guys are expecting me to have. I met all my goals. I'm happy and I'm doing okay. Can we just focus on that? Oh, no, you need to be honest with yourself. Everyone has challenges, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry I didn't. And if you guys can stop reading from your script and start talking to me like I'm a human being, we can have a conversation about it. But if you're going to go through a script and insist that I have to have challenges, when I'm physically telling you I'm not having any of those challenges, nothing is hindering me from doing what I need to do, then we are done with this conversation and program. And I was done. Because they did the same thing the following week. And I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm canceling. You guys need to start learning how to talk to people as human beings and not going off your script if you think you're going to help anybody. So that was me. And I quit that. Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be sniffling, but at night, my eyes start running and my nose starts running, and I have no clue why. And if I breathe heavy, I'm so sorry. But overweight is kind of what we do. But anyway. So so that was the end of that. Then I was like, okay, well, let me try something. let me try portion meals and see, because I could do frozen dinners. Frozen dinners aren't bad. I can cook, but I hate doing dishes. So let me see what I can do with portion meals. So then I did the home chef kits. And I was kind of borderline keto at this point, but not fully. And I was like, let me see if I can do the home chef, because everything is prepped out. I don't have to really cut anything up. I just need to cook it. And I was thinking that would be better. And yeah, it was okay. There's a lot of product wastage with the boxes that they ship everything in. You can't really recycle 100% of it. And it was just box after box after box I was getting. And it got tiring. I mean, it was a great idea with the food, but I just got tired of having all of those boxes and then having to wait a month for my recycle bin to get emptied out. It was too much. It's a great idea, especially with just me and my daughter. And if it's only 2 of you that are eating actual portion controlled sizes, it'll work. And I think everyone should try it. It's a fun thing to do, and they've got I went with Home Chef and they've got great customer service. We had some products that were bad at times, or we had our packages that were opened or sliced through, I guess, when they were doing the ship. You know how things come in a shipment and they slice through it with the knife and they accidentally slice through your product. Well, that's what happened. So they always gave us credits. It wasn't an issue. They never really questioned anything. They always gave us credit. It's just some of that stuff was food. Like a lot of the julienne stuff, like the julienne bell peppers and stuff, always came in mushy. And it was just disgusting to look at. So I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. It was a great idea, but no. And then my husband was always hungry afterwards because he eats a lot. And I was like, no, that was all that we had. So then he used to get upset that there was no seconds for him. I'm like, sorry. So that was the end of that little fiasco. And then I found keto. And oh my God, I loved keto. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but keto worked. Like, that was the ultimate. Except, and here's the big exception, there was too much grease to clean up. That's my only exception. Like, you can use healthy fats like coconut oil and olive oil and avocado oils and butter, grass-fed butter, which, wasn't an issue. But all of the grease that it left afterwards, too much. I was tired of it. I was tired of not being able to clean my dishes properly because I did not have a dishwasher. So if you're doing keto, make sure you have a dishwasher because you will be washing a lot, and that is the only way to get stuff completely sanitary. I mean, we did, because I ended up having to go out and buy the Dawn. Takes grease right out of the way. And that seemed to help a little bit better, but it was still way too much. So I stopped doing that. Had my daughter, or that was after I had my daughter. So with my daughter, I was about 250. Was I 235? I think I was 235 or 237, somewhere around there. And then I ended up getting to 256, I think. Maybe 263 at the most. But I ended up losing it, and I got back down to, I think it was 245. And I still wanted to lose again. So I went through the diet. I got down to I think I was at 222, I think. When I went on my first trip with my dad, we went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and that was like my lowest weight. I was so excited. I was able to physically walk and do everything, and stayed keto during the trip as much as I could. I did indulge in some of the desserts, but oh my God, we walked so much. My feet were so sore, and I knew that whatever desserts I was eating, as long as I was keeping, if I had a piece of bread, I'd have half of it, or I'd ask them to make me some cheese, like just have cheese and put that in a pan and just let it get nice and toasty. And that was my crackers. they didn't really want to comply, so I think I just ended up having one piece. I limited it to one bread roll, but I did pretty good. After that, that was my trip with my dad. My mom had passed, I think, a year before that. So that was 2016, I want to say. I think it was around there, 2018. Yeah, I think it was 2016. We went on a trip in 2017 on the cruise. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I'm not sure of my dates, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that was my best. That was the lowest I had been after I'd given birth. I was super excited. The trip was just with my sister's family, my dad, and my daughter and me. Hubby was not able to go, not invited to go, let's say, just for personal reasons. But after that, my dad, I think, started getting sick, or we started getting worried about his health. I'm not sure what happened, but I just kind of, I was done with the, no, that's what it was. I was done with the dieting, and I said, enough's enough. I need a break. I did the diet keto for about 4 to 6 months. I think it was more on the 4-month side, though. And I lost about, I want to say 30 pounds. So that wasn't bad at all. And I was feeling good. But once I came off it, it's hard to go back. It's so hard to go back. We had Thanksgiving coming up, and I stayed as much true to keto as I can. There's some great Thanksgiving, very, very, very low carb recipes I do for Thanksgiving. But I think that was just my limit. Like, after that, there was no recovering. And then Christmas came up, so I was like, screw it. And then we had COVID. My dad passed right before COVID in 2019. So that added a lot to it. And that's when my weight gain started. I'm not saying it started because of him, but I just had no motivation to do anything. And I just kind of let it go. And I think at my highest, I was 270 something. I'm going to say 274. And then I was like, okay, I can't keep going through this ups and downs with my weight anymore. Not for lack of trying, but I need help. I need something to help me push it. And I found out on keto that it's my carbs that were doing it. If I stay away from carbs, i.e. breads and pastas and stuff, then I'll be okay. So it was easy for me on keto because I was able to stay away. I didn't have any of those cravings. But yeah, so I'm finally getting the help. And it's just, when you have that, it's just, there's a huge weight that comes off of your shoulder. And you just cry because you know you're going to get help. And that's kind of like how mental health goes. Like when the world is just coming down on top of you and there's no way out, that just to have that one hand to help pull you out of the hole can take a huge, huge weight off your shoulders. And having this surgery is, I know I'm getting help. I know I'm going to be able to run around and do things. I'll be able to walk more than half a mile. I'll be able to run, and I'll be able to jump. And not that I can't right now, but with the weight, it's super hard and it's very tiring. You know, I take karate and I can't even last in karate because of the asthma. I can't even bend down to get on my knees for one of the turns I have to do. So it's like I have relief. I have the weight loss is coming off. I know I can do it. And it's going to be a really hard journey. Oh my gosh. Adjusting to the food and holding it down from both ends is going to be really hard. So wish me luck. I know a lot of you have already, and I appreciate that. But yeah, so that's what I've been going through, and the stress of not knowing if I'm going to be able to get a break from work is what's truly impacting me right now because I need that time. I need that time to clean up my house. I need that time to just have me and my daughter time before she goes back to school. And I can't have that. So that's the next stop on my journey, is to try and get that approval. If not, hey, screw it. I might just leave work, If I get hit with not being there, oh well. I can have that happen 3 full days if I need to, and I'm off 2 of those. So we will see. So thank you for sticking around for that little story. I don't know how long the video is going. I think about, 45 minutes already maybe? But, yeah, so other than that, let's see, I know I've probably talked about it before, but for 2022, and it was so funny, I was in someone's live, and I'm like, 2020, yay! I'm like, oh, and they're like, honey, it's 2022, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. But that's how it's been. I'm lapsy-daisy sometimes. But, yeah, so my daughter's out of school for another week. We all thought they were going to go back on the 3rd, but nope, they're out to the 11th. They go back on the 11th. And there's absolutely no care for them for this time. No camp, no nothing. So luckily she's got a friend of hers that she plays Roblox with. My God. She does Minecraft. She'll sit there and draw. She'll watch some TV. Her dad was supposed to put up her Christmas gift, which was a bigger swing, so she can at least go outside and sit on the swing outside. But she can't go outside in the front yard where she can sit down because there's no one to watch her, and I'm working and I can't keep an eye on her as much. So it's extremely safe neighborhood, but I don't want someone thinking that, hey, I'm avoiding my kid, I think I went out there one time. I let her take the laptop out there just so I had a video to keep an eye on her while I was working, and I just put it on mute. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But it's hard being a single person taking care of an older kid all by herself. There's nobody around, So, but luckily she's been okay. And then my diamond painting, yay! So I do other stuff besides diamond painting. If you guys heard on my other video, I don't know if you have or not, but I initially started my art with calligraphy. And I really wasn't fancy because it was just in school. I was taking a calligraphy class, so I don't know if we can count that. But I did stained glass, and oh my god, stained glass and woodworking in my shop class. I absolutely love that. That was my favorite. I'm not completely creative unless someone gives me the idea to make something, but yeah, those were my favorite. I love working with my hands. In doing art stuff. So that started, I did stained glass for a while. After high school, I started buying the materials and doing it at home. And then, God knows, I would shred my fingers like crazy, because they would get sliced from the glass. But it was worth it. I made so many things for my family. My dad bought a piece of mine for like $1,000. I think he was just being nice. He said, if you do this, I'll pay you $1,000. I'm like, okay, let's see how that works. I got it framed and everything, and I got the 1,000. It was koi fish. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I made another thing for him, which was a lady with a hat. I don't know why he liked it, but we had that one framed, and he enjoyed it. And I think my sister found them, so they'll probably come back to my house when we get everything moved out of my dad's house. But yeah, I really want to get my own, a bigger house. I want a big garage where I can have a desk and area where I can do my stained glass, and I would go back to stained glass in a heartbeat. Like, no tomorrow, I definitely go do stained glass. Or take classes or what have you. Hobby Lobby, once I found out that they had stained glass there, I don't care how much it was going to cost me. I was going to go there. But besides that, I would probably just order everything on Amazon or find stained glass stores I can actually get stuff from. Because I think Hobby Lobby is a little expensive and stained glass stuff doesn't really go on sale. So, yeah. So then after that, I took a break from doing any art. I was gaming a lot. So I used to play Ultima Online, and then went to World of Warcraft. And that was my gaming experience. And then I got back into doing art. I ended up painting, and I started that probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And I hate cleaning up all the paint, and I hate mixing the paint, but I made a few things and gave a few things as gift, and people actually liked them. I actually sold Alphaba. I made it, well, a quote-unquote Alphaba, who is the Wicked Witch's sister from Wizard of Oz. I painted her and one of my friends from high school loves Wizard of Oz and was dressing up as the witch, so she actually bought it from me. And then I made myself another one because I had to have it. And I've been trying to get back into painting, and I really want to, but I'm doing diamond painting now. I don't know. Can you see what I'm doing over here? Kind of switched. Sorry, I don't mean to be bouncing you around. So yeah, so I do diamond painting. But before I started painting, I did crochet. And I taught myself how to crochet. And I was addicted to it. I could crochet while I was working. It kept me sane from the customers that I had to deal with, or the calls. And it was relaxing. And I made things and made a lot of blankets and made some hats for my daughter and for people and scarves and stuff. Couldn't quite get into the clothes. I did make me every time I tried to make a clothing item, it was way too big. So I stopped doing clothes. And I actually have a very nice crochet cardigan, I guess. It's super long that I need to finish the ends. I hate weaving in the ends when I crochet. And I think that's what hinders me from finishing. So maybe I'll have to work on that and actually finish something. I hope these are used. Lord help me if these are not used. Hold on. Nope, I got it. Okay. I thought that was a U. Oh my god. Whew. Alright, scared myself. Sorry. I have a tendency to do my paintings upside down, and luckily I don't think there's a U symbol in here. I thought that was a U and it's actually an N. L-N. Is that an N? Yeah, it's a lowercase n. Okay. Alright, sorry. Got a little sidetracked there. But yeah, and then I do crochet, and then I do the diamond painting. So try knitting, and I got the pearls down fine when I was learning. I just couldn't get pearl one. Oh, how did it go? Knit one, pearl two, something like that. I couldn't do the back stitch. I was able to always do the front, like the main one that you start with, but I could never do the back. And it kept slipping off my hook and everything, so I was like, I'm done. We're not going to be knitting. We'll just stick with crochet. But now that I'm diamond painting and I see all these cool pens, like that one. Look how cool that one is. Bella Sarah made this from Bella's Diamond Painting Pens on Facebook. She made that, and I'll put her link below. She also did this one, which was really, really pretty. This is the main one I want to be using for this painting, but I needed a better tip. I don't know. I was getting frustrated with the pens I was using. And I think I'm done here. Hold on. Let me make sure I've got everything I need. So I don't know why this is here. pretty sure that's the right symbol. Hold on one sec. That's an S. That's a 5. Yeah, I just don't know why it's out in the boomerangs. Alright, whatever. If we need to edit it ourselves, we will. Not a problem. But yeah, so I get my pens from her. I really like them. This was so pretty. Alright, anyway, enough dwelling on that. So, projects going forward for 2022. I am, again, doing for January. And there's so many I'm doing. I'm going to try to remember them all. I'm doing this one, which is Alice in a Winter Wonderland. I'm doing Ticket to Ride. My destination is Paris, and my battery's dying, so I'm going to wrap it up soon. But I think you guys can still get the gist of this, right? So yeah, so and then February, oh, and then I'm doing Rebirth, the Rebirth one. I'll put that link below because that does start in January, and that's a uniquely yours diamond painting. I'm doing Emerald. Lindsay from Emerald and Fairy Lights is doing one. I'm doing the Mermaids and Magic. What else am I doing? I'm gonna try and do the JB along. Jasmine Beckett Griffith, JBG along. I'm not sure when they're gonna be doing that. But that's another one. There's just so many I'm doing. Of course, Drills and Chills and DP Festival of Witches is a definite. I'm doing, there's one for mental health. There's a few that Grace is doing. They're all on the spreadsheets that are going around, or the listings that are going around. There's a list from Mr. and Mrs. Dubai that has all of the events on there. So I'm pretty much trying to do all of them, or at least 2. I should say all of them because I'm not doing every single one of them, but I think I'm doing like 2 a month, which is going to be a lot, but it'll be worth it. And then of course others come up. So yeah, so I will be unboxing. I am getting my camera arm to do an overhead tomorrow, and hopefully by Wednesday I can get all of my unboxings done if I'm organized enough. So I'll get my unboxings done, and then I can start posting. And I don't know when I'm going to post. When I post is when I post. I'm not on a schedule right now, but I'll do it more frequently as best as I can. And then your little whips here and there. It just depends on my time schedule with the whips. I'm going to be in the hospital on the 13th, so I don't know how things are going to go from there. I do need a few more members to subscribe, so if you are watching this and you like what you see, please, please, please subscribe, because I am trying to go live. I would love to go to live and have people come in and go live with me, whether you're a big creator or not. I'm always in for the underdogs because I am one, so thank you for supporting me. Appreciate it. But yeah, so I just need a few more subscribers. I'd love more. So join on my bandwagon to go live. But there's going to be a lot of news going in the future, and just stick around. You'll see me unbox again my unicorn. I'm holding that and I keep reminding because I want to wait and do that one last. It's going to be hard to wait though. And I've got some pre-orders from Craftively coming in, so a lot of good stuff. So I just want to say I appreciate you guys sticking through here. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I hope you guys enjoyed my little stories, and if you've gone through anything like that, or have recommendations or comments that you want to put, or just give me some hugs or love, or give yourself some hugs and loves, let's do hearts. Let's put hearts below if you were watching this till the end. I really appreciate you guys sticking around again. Love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it from here, so make sure that you do hit that subscribe button at the bottom right. Hit that bell so you can be notified of any future videos I do, or the future videos I do. I am trying to get things together so I could be more active and do more stuff with you guys. You know, for little thank yous here and there. So if you are interested, I do have a buy me a coffee, although mine is a decaf coffee because I can't have caffeine. So if you're interested to help contribute to that, I really, really, really do appreciate it. I appreciate you all. Comment below. Love you guys. Stay true to yourself. Love yourself. Be happy and healthy. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. And toodaloo. Have an awesome day. You guys rock. Thank you so much. Bye.